Alrighty. Let's go.
No dawdling, apprentice. There's treasure nearby. I can practically smell it.
Alright. Somehow guessing there won't be what he needs.
Isn't it exciting? We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than 100 years. This will definitely get an entire chapter in my next book.
You were right. A hidden passage led to an older section of the tomb.
And that surprises you. Haven't you read my books? This is very similar to that time I unearthed the secret chambers of the Master Thief of Elsewhere. A pity my apprentice on that excursion refused to heed my advice. Walked right into a nasty trap.
Is that why you always want me to go first?
Going first? That's an honor I wouldn't dream of denying you. And I'll be right behind you.
This guy.
Offering advice and watching for opportunities to teach valuable lessons. You won't get this kind of an education at any university or academy.
Is that what you told your apprentice in Elsewhere?
Something along those lines. But he was too eager, running ahead before I could offer him the advantage of my experience. You don't seem to have that quirk. In fact, quite the opposite. It seems like you want to stand here and talk forever.
What do you suggest we do next?
We search. You lead the way, while I watch for the telltale signs of a valuable item of historic significance. Hopefully even a relic of Saint Veloth himself. Ooh, this is the part where our adventure gets really exciting.
How do you recognize items of historic significance?
Oh, that's a skill I developed. Finally honed in the heat of battle, both metaphorical and physical. So lead on, my erstwhile apprentice, and do watch for any guardians or traps that might be waiting in hiding.
Very well, let's go.
Nothing important in there.
Are you sure?
An ornate coffer. I'll take a look while you deal with any other issues that may arise.
Well, I guess there was nothing there.
Keep your eyes peeled for traps, apprentice.
What is this?
Pity that old scroll didn't include some sort of map.
Where did your assistant find that old scroll?
You keep bringing up that strange Nord woman. I believe she said she found the scroll at a shop in Sadrith Mora. Once she noticed the ancient Elven, she brought it to me straight away.
I wonder if she's not a Nord, and she's just some form of wizard or Daedra. So will you share the credit of this discovery with Help Beta?
What? No, of course not. She'll get a thank you in the fine print. But I translated the scroll. I braved the dangers of the tomb. I did all the hard work. With some help from you, which I will gladly acknowledge when I write this thrilling tale.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well for you, but sure. I guess we are
I'm sure you can handle this.
hitting them while he runs away like a little bitch. How dare you?
Well, that's not something you see every day. Great opportunity for you to impress me, though.
Fine. Who's doing all the work? Oh yeah, that's me. What the hell is that?
The treasure vault on the other side of this chamber. Away, foul creatures! I'm sure.
What the hell is he? Seriously. That bike. Let's move on. We don't need to loot any of that. Oh, come on.
Large vault. Imagine the expense that went into hollowing out a space this big.
What? What? That was weird.
What a large
Yeah. You seem to have a knack for getting into tight situations.
So good of you to notice. I'm quite proud of my ability to turn any situation into a dramatic scene for my next book. Anyway, I believe you'll find another series of wall plates to push in the chamber to my right.
I could just leave you in there.
That's a rather ungrateful attitude, after I graciously agreed to take you under my wing. If you don't let me out, however, we won't be able to use the key I found in here. I'm quite certain it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
There is another section.
Almost certainly. The scroll clearly described a final treasure vault, but we haven't come across anything like that yet. So, do a dark elf a favor and go push a wall plate. It's the second one from the left. Or is it the right?
Alright. The second one from the left, or is it the right?
I found a jeweled glove and a sturdy key. Let's see if it opens the way into the next section of the tomb. Ah, sweet freedom! Onward! If you deal with this, I wouldn't want to deny you a chance to demonstrate your impressive combat prowess. Hmm? So many spirits. Why they prefer tombs like this is beyond me. Set in the floor. I've seen this before. Panels on the walls. Do you see any differences? I suppose the order is important, but a few of the panels have fallen into disrepair. Just step in the proper order and the way will be open. Did you see that flash of gold? Blessing from St. Veloth for sure. Come to Narcissus, you beautiful golden head, you. And look, another passage opens. That will lead to the treasure vault most assuredly. I'm just guessing, mind you, but I dare say that skull belonged to a son or grandson of St. Veloth. What a spectacular discovery!
Maybe you should have left the skull where you found it.
Nonsense. Did you see it? Emeralds for eyes, covered in gold.
This guy's an idiot.
Anything in my collection? Don't let odd sounds disturb you. I learned long ago to just hum the tune to the Red Mountain drinking song and keep moving forward.
But the skull was hidden behind the gate with magic protecting it from people like us.
To the ancient crypt! My next book is going to be a trilogy for sure.
Alright, right now I'm hoping this guy actually dies. Or is stuck in this tomb forever or something.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected.
Well...
Look at this. Preserved bodies, not cremated ashes. A technique that explain. Aim for the vital parts! They have to have vital parts!
I don't think they have vital parts, they are undead.
I expected your technique to be a little more graceful than that.
This guy. Yeah, this guy. Why is he stuck?
This part of the structure dates back to before the time of the Dunmer as we know them. Isn't it amazing? I can't wait to see what's waiting for us down here.
And hitting that old scroll about what we found down here.
Nothing specific, at least nothing I could translate. There was an indication of older structures that were hidden away. Didn't explain why, though. My guess? This is where they hid the relics of St. Veloth.
But what about the matriarch? It said this was her tomb.
Must you poke holes in all of my theories? Well, there's only one way that I know to find out for certain. Shall we proceed?
Alright, let's proceed. He's not happy about us being here. He's stuck up there. Did he bypass me? I didn't notice. I guess maybe. I don't see him anywhere. Wait, I missed something.
This is disappointing. Where's all the treasure? Nothing but some broken crates and an old well.
Maybe if I drop you in the well.
Narcissus Dren never fails like this. I blame you, apprentice.
Screw you.
My translation was nearly perfect, so how could this be? Where are the relics? The treasure? There's nothing here but some busted old crates and a decrepit old well.
I guess that old scroll was wrong.
No, that's impossible. Ancient scrolls lead to discovery and treasure, not disappointment. I blame you, apprentice. You obviously don't have the attitude and temperament necessary to make great discoveries. You've ruined my expedition.
Wasn't it worth it just for the adventure?
Isn't that a noble sentiment? But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what it takes to do what Narcissus
Man, I should do that, but
You're nothing more than an apprentice.
this is what I asked for too. In my previous character I would have done that so fast, but not with this one. Doesn't make sense for us, I guess. I'm sure you can make it sound good when you write it.
Bend the truth for dramatic effect? Unconventional. But it would be a shame to disappoint my adoring readers with a lackluster ending. You know, I like the way you think, apprentice.
Your adoring readers will devour that story, Narcissus.
I can't wait to write this all down. To my camp, apprentice.
All the way back now. I went the wrong way. I think I went the wrong way. Sure, I went the wrong way.
This expedition might make for my most exciting tale yet. It was probably St. Veloth's mother.
Oh, Narcissus, that is wonderful news. I can't wait to read it.
That will have to wait. I must get to Vivec City. I'll leave it to you to compensate my trusty assistant.
Oh, Narcissus, always rushing here and there. Oh, how I love him. I am glad to see he did not leave you in that dusty old tomb.
Jesus.
Apprentices he tends to lose along the way.
I suppose this will make another exciting tale for the famous Narcissus Dren.
Oh yes, before you arrived, he was telling us all about it. I am certain it's going to make for a great story. His best yet, and he was so feisty. Allow me to pay you for your service. It is the standard rate for Narcissus apprentices.
Heavy armor, which I don't need. Great.
It may seem like Narcissus' books write themselves, but he uses dedicated assistants, such as myself, to get all the words down on paper.
So he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even write the goddamn books.
And I love that Narcissus trusts me to know his own mind.
Wow. That guy. I'll take that one. Alright, so we're done with that. I guess I can go that way.
Don't you recognize Telvanni excellence?
Oh, there is Ignisis, I guess. This would be a big area.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg-hand out of the mine and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobena.
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business.
What's going on in the mine? And also, do I look like a miner? Come on.
Some of our egg hands have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redoran should be arriving any minute to, you know, survey. So
you've trapped these sick egg hands in the mine.
Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redoran will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. I have other matters to attend to.
I think I will talk to Foreman Lothdar. Also need to eat. Or drink, I guess, in this specific instance.
Can't you hear it? The song, it's all wrong. We have to fix it.
Bah, fresh air's not going to do the trick, boss. Whatever's down there has still got a grip on him.
Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Redoran types have... Wait, you're not House Redoran? Ah, should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thogbruth if you aren't careful.
Tell me more about what's going on in the mine.
Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too.
What is the sound doing to the egg hands exactly?
It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thogbruth senseless to drag them out here. Ugh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go.
Maybe I could help you investigate.
Maris, mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redoran surveyors show up, but to some god with that. I want my people home safe. Do what you need to do, but don't stay in there long. I don't want that song to claim you too.
Can you tell me more about this song?
It's barely a song, it's just a mash of notes, you know? It crawls up behind your eyeballs and makes you dizzy, paranoid. I've been working in these mines for years, and I've never heard the like. Might have something to do with all the quakes.
What quakes?
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Red Mountain's been pretty ornery lately. We've been dealing with minor cave-ins for weeks. Could be that one of those tremors uncovered something it shouldn't have.
Could be. Big loading screen. Let's go this way first. The fuck was that?
You hear it? The song is calling. You hear it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. Swimming in there. Can you see the melody? The harmony? Please, you have to see it.
What did I just hear right now?
A song. The song. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see its tones, its colors? It should help make things clear, make things whole, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has to be fixed.
How do I fix it?
Open your ears. You have to find it, the melody. It's shattered and hidden, you see? Tucked away in the noise, but it's there. It has to be. It has to be.
I say nothing. Your butts are insane. Where the hell am I going? I guess this way. That's creepy.
It's not time yet. What are you? No! I can't leave. Not yet. I tried to follow the foreman. I did. But it won't let me. Not until everything is as it should be. Not until everything is perfect.
Slow down. The song is doing this to you.
Yes! Yes, the song. You heard it. I can tell. It should be quiet. It isn't ready. It isn't perfect. But someone interfered. The ground shook and... oh, the meddling! They broke it! They ruined it!
So a person is responsible for this.
Yes, yes, but not one of us. No, it's a tinkerer, a meddler, poking around and breaking things, soiling them. He has to be punished. Yes, the song has to be pure, has to be perfect. If not, the consequences... oh, the consequences!
Try to stay calm. I'll find this meddler. Maybe. Alright. He seems dead. Out of range. What? The Kwama Queen lies motionless. From the surroundings, it looks like its own Kwama children were responsible.
Dead and gone, just like the rest.
That's nice.
Song made it happen. Made them do it. Kwama, Breton, Queen, Egg Hand, all the same. All just meat. They killed her. Killed their own queen. Do you see what it does? What it's doing? Broken. All broken. Just the mind for now. But soon, everywhere.
What do you mean everywhere?
It's spun out of control. Can't you feel it? It echoes and grows. Echoes and grows. Soon it'll be too loud for the mind to contain. Everyone will hear it. Everyone. And then... No! We have to fix it.
Where is it coming from? What do I need to do to fix it?
Has to be fixed. Has to be perfect.
That's not helpful. Guess I'm going further down. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's that Wimmer machine. Funny we haven't found any Falmer in this game. I don't know why they didn't put those enemies in. Oh, now it keeps going. Great. That's not great. Alright, let's play with the bow a bit. What up? Oh yeah, fine. Huh. Don't know what happened there, but sure. Ooh, that's a nice barrier. No. Good job. Let's see if I can avoid that guy. That's gonna get old fast. Which I guess is the point. That's really nice.
I really thought I had it that time. Curse you, you buzzing hunk of junk. This is spite, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke you, alright? Oh, I should never have touched this damn thing. Stupid Revis. Just have to tinker with everything, don't you? Gracious. You nearly gave me a heart attack. You're a Redoran enforcer, aren't you? Look, I'm near to fixing this thing, I promise. Wait, how are you not a mumbling imbecile? Don't bother answering. I can't hear a thing. Ears are plugged, see?
Yes, I see. What's going on with this device?
Civilize? Oh dear, you're just as mad as the others, aren't you? Look, try to focus. This resonator is broken. I need to set these dials to the correct sequence, but I can't hear the tones. Are you aware of any sequence it could be set to? Just nod. Well, that's disappointing. But random tinkering is the mother of invention, right?
Might have missed something.
I need you to turn the dials until you think they're in the right
Oh,
position. Then
maybe it's
pull
the
that
4
lever.
notes, right?
Anything you might have heard or seen could help.
5 notes.
I believe in you.
Alright, maybe that's it. The thing. What? That's not it. Wasn't far away.
Well, that didn't work, but keep trying. There are only 1,024 possible combinations after all. We'll have it in no time.
Oh, okay. I think it goes gold when it's right. Okay, everything is right, but this thing. Press it, press it. There we go.
Something's happening. I think you got it. Yes, that's it. It's working. I hope.
That was a pretty cool quest. I like that.
See? Everything worked
Cool puzzle.
out. I have a small camp set outside of this room. We can talk there. The hero of the hour. You have my deepest thanks and most heartfelt compliments. The fact that you fixed it in your clearly addled condition. Exemplary work. Just exemplary. Seems like it's quieted down. I do hope it stays that way.
What happened back there?
I can offer little more than a guess. When you corrected the melody, the resonator returned to a dormant state. Some kind of slumbering function to conserve energy, maybe. What matters is that it's quieted down. Thank goodness.
Do you think the egghands will be alright?
Oh dear, I hope so. Their exposure was fairly limited. If they had remained for another day, though, difficult to say. Please, let the foreman know how truly sorry I am. If there's anything I can do to help, feel free to call on me at my tower.
Thank you. I'll speak to the foreman.
I do wish I could have done a more thorough study of the resonator. What do you think they would do with such a device? Enslavement, perhaps? No, not enslavement. That's too obvious.
Can I ask you something?
Please, after all you've done, I'd say you're entitled to ask me several somethings.
What was that machine exactly?
A dwarven resonator. A tonal amplification device meant to alter thought patterns. That's my hypothesis, anyway. The tones clearly have a powerful effect on the brain. To the dwarves, though, it might have sounded like a lovely song and nothing more.
You mentioned it might have been used for slavery.
Well, not slavery in the conventional sense. The tone wouldn't compel the listeners to work so much as it would make working a source of profound pleasure. So the workers would be eager to work, you see? They might have even paid for the privilege.
So slavery through mind control.
Well, again, slavery is a clumsy description. It's more like a transaction. Labor in exchange for brief, pleasurable sensations. Much like the skooma trade. I guess that's not much better than slavery, is it? Of course, this is all just conjecture.
Why were you fiddling with this device?
I hail from House Telvanni, a house obsessed with magical antiquity. We suffer from a peculiar need to tinker with, well, everything. I won't make excuses. I knew there were risks, but honestly had no idea that the miners would be exposed.
Didn't you know about the Gnisis mines being connected?
Of course not. I've spent years surveying this ruin. I took so many precautions. Unfortunately, when I engaged the resonator, there were a number of minor tremors. They breached the wall between the ruin and the mine. The rest is tragic history.
You were down here the entire time.
Yes, several days in fact. I erected a series of oral wards to protect myself from the resonator's effects, but I could tell I was slipping. Another few days and I'd have been as mad as those egg hands. I had to get creative.
Earplugs.
Yes, the wondrous power of Kwama wax. Given a few minutes of heat exposure, it hardens and expands. Great for plugging leaks, mending furniture, and protecting you from ancient dwarven brain scramblers. First-rate stuff.
Cool. Again, that was an interesting quest. I liked it. I use this fire? Of course not. I'm some American Pie. Alright. Moving on. Moving on. Bear. Bear, you're in the way, bear. Alright. Let's find this foreman. Where the hell is this guy? Yeah, how the hell did I get so far away? I don't know.
You did it! My egg hands started stumbling out of the mine a few minutes ago. They've got some bumps and scrapes and more than a few headaches, but otherwise no worse for the wear. What happened down there?
A Dark Elf mage accidentally activated a Dwarven mind control device, which is not something you say every day.
A Dwarven what? How did... I've worked those mines for years and I've never seen a scrap of dwarf mischief. Where is this snow-backed Dark Elf? It was that Telvanni skeever Revis, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Revus. He says he's sorry and offered to help get the mine back on track.
Huh. More Telvanni trickery. And to think I'd almost warmed to that little dolt. Ugh. Enough grumbling. I'm just grateful that my people are alive and safe.
Me too.
It's only because of you, friend. I'll raise a bottle of mead to you every night, from now until world's end. Please, take this. You've more than earned it for what you've done. With
Cool.
a couple of days' rest and a few stiff drinks, we'll be up and running again. I guess I should go check on the Queen at some point.
Yeah.
Probably a nervous wreck. Always been a little skittish, that one.
About that, the Korma killed their queen during the mine disaster.
What? No, that can't be. The Queen's the heart of the mine. We mine eggs for Mara's sake. You can't very well run an egg mine without eggs, can you? I'm sorry. It's been a rough few days. It was that damned dwarf magic, wasn't it?
Yes, the song affected everything in there, even that Kwama.
Revis, I want you to find that scrawny little wizard and tell him the bills come due. He wants to help? Well, now's the hawking time. If he doesn't fix this, we'll sick the Redarin on him. He doesn't want that, believe me.
I'll talk to him. He might have a way to solve this missing queen problem.
Revis lives just north of here. You'll see a tangle of old rope bridges and rocks. Kine only knows what that wizard does out there. Make sure you really lay into him, huh? I'd do it myself, but I've got to take care of this lot.
Did House Redoran ever show up to help with the mines?
Of course not. Too busy praying and hollowing out bugs, no doubt. But make no mistake. If they find out a Telvanni mage has been poking around in their territory, they'll come down on this place like a Dawnstar gale.
How do you think Rivos can help?
That's a question for Revis. Frankly, I don't give a damn how he fixes it. He just needs to fix it. Tell him to use some of that Telvanni magic to conjure up a queen or something. Wait, that's a terrible idea. It'll probably end up eating us.
And what happens if he's unable to help?
Then it'll fall to the houses to sort this mess out. Of course, they'll probably be too busy posturing and politicking to help us. It'll be the egg hands that suffer most. You can count on that.
Alrighty.
I knew
Cool.
Telvanni would betray us eventually. We should have cast him out years ago.
I guess we'll go find Rivus. And I guess this is a multiple part quest. Is he above? Yes, he is above. Of course he is above. Can do it, horse. Good job. Excellent climbing skills.
One missing. There were 3. How many eggs did they take?
That guy didn't give a shit. What, you're fighting over there? Well, nothing to do with me.
Ah, hello again, my friend. All's well and nicest, yes? I heard the bustle of the town when I returned home. It would seem our work in the mine was a success. What a relief. You care to join me for... Wait, what are you doing all the way out here?
The Kwama's queen is dead. Foreman Lether is furious.
Oh dear, that is a problem. Damnable resonator. That is the last time I randomly flipped switches on an ancient dwarven machine. Never let it be said that Revis Demnavani shirks his responsibilities. I'll fix this. You have my word.
How do you plan on doing that?
Well, in addition to being a Dwemer scholar, I'm a compulsive egg collector. What? I have diverse interests. Anyway, I happen to possess a royal Quama egg. Or at least I did. It seems that some cliff striders stole it from my hatchery.
What is the egg now?
Tucked away in one of the beast's roosts, I suspect. I'm not sure which one, though. Find as many cliff strider egg heaps as you can, then mark them with this divining stone. I'll jot down their locations and prepare them for transport.
Okay.
Shouldn't have any difficulty finding the egg heaps. Just look for giant piles of hardened mud and feces. Did I mention that feces would be involved?
No, you didn't.
Well, there will be feces.
Thanks, stop saying that. If you love the eggs so much, why do you leave them in an unguarded open-air hatchery?
Well, it only appears unguarded. I erected a series of powerful wards before I set out to discover the resonator. Unfortunately, I was down there for a very long time. These wards don't last forever, you know.
Why are these cliff striders storing the egg in a heap?
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I've never been interested in the brutes. They steal all sorts of things. Guars, furniture, spare keys. They pack them in mud and feces along with their own eggs. Puzzling, truly.
Do you think the baby cliff striders will try to eat the royal egg?
I guess it's possible. Like I said, cliff striders are very odd and unpredictable. All the more reason to find the egg quickly.
Alright, fine. Let's find this egg. With the feces all over it. Okay, that's one. Go up. Might as well. Μην τρίβουσα the hatchery. Alright. Let's get the horse actually. Because it will be faster.
Excellent work finding those egg heaps. Really, first rate. Now comes the real challenge. The mud slurry encasing the eggs is hard as obsidian. There's really no way to tell which heap contains the royal egg until we crack open the casing.
You have no idea which heap contains the royal egg. How do we know which heap to take to Gnisis?
Simple. We bring them all with us. I'm confident at least one of these heaps contains the royal egg. Of course, there's the other matter of getting the eggs out without breaking them, but, you know, that's something we can figure out when we get to town.
This doesn't feel like much of a plan.
Oh, don't worry so much. I mean, you managed to disable an ancient dwarven resonator with zero training. Extracting an egg from a pile of dung should be a walk among the daisies for you, right? This is going to work. Just you wait and see.
Kinda doubt it. But okay. Back to the foreman. Oh, it respawned already. Oh no, I didn't take everything.
Until your house shows up, we have no other options. Please tell me you have good news. I don't think I've got the stamina
Sort of.
for another disaster. What did Revis say? Can he help us or not?
Revis believes he might have a royal Kwama egg you can use.
A royal egg? The Telvanni had a Kwama queen just lying around? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. This might actually work. It would take an army to shove a full-grown queen through that mine, but an egg? We've got a real chance here.
The egg is encased in one of 3 Cliffstrider egg heaps. We're not sure which is one.
Of course, always a catch. Whatever you need to do to break that egg out, you do it. I'm gonna make damn sure he knows we're watching.
I'll be sure to tell him.
Sorry for the delay. Getting the eggs down here was trickier than I thought. Greetings, Foreman.
Enough with the apologies, Revis. Our mutual friend told me everything. Where are these egg heaps?
Oh, yes, I'll put them down by the dock. Should make the cleanup a bit less onerous. Feel free to go down there and inspect them. I'll just need a moment before we begin.
This better work. We've got a lot riding on this. So do you.
Lothdar's gone, right? Good. I have news of the unpleasant variety. Based on the looks of the egg heaps, I'd say our royal egg is near to hatching. If the queen emerges before we put her in the mine, the workers will reject her.
So how do we keep the queen from hatching?
Our misadventures in the mine gave me an idea. Kwama seem particularly susceptible to tonal magic, and tonal magic is simply the creative manipulation of sound. I propose we sing our young queen a lullaby.
You're not suggesting turning the dwarven resonator back on, are you?
What? No. Simple music and a dash of magic should do. We just need a bard. Preferably one that puts people to sleep. I can amplify the tones through magic to make a soothing, enchanted melody. It's brilliant.
You're serious?
Yes. And what's more, I know a bard who can do it. Vigard the Sparrow. He's a talentless hack, but he's proven very adept at putting audiences to sleep. Word around town is that he's headed south. Track him down and tell him I sent you. That should be enough.
I somehow doubt that will be enough, but we'll see. For now though, I think I'll end the stream here. Thank you for dropping by. If you watch this on YouTube, as usually, feel free to leave a comment. If you want to, subscribe, like, all the good stuff. You know the drill. You can find me streaming on Twitch/Bloodrill. And if you want to be notified when videos go online, feel free to follow me on Twitter @Bloodrill. See you next time.